So, hello and welcome. Bit of a Brucey bonus this one. I've got the JCM 800 set up here. I'm reuniting it with its old friend, the Boss Super Overdrive, the infamous SD1. Well, not so infamous. Boss's kind of answer to the Tube Screamer, the Ibanez Tube Screamer. It's a different circuit, I believe, but it's kind of in the ballpark and their answer to it. This pedal I bought second hand in the 80s, the mid 80s. It's a made in Japan one, so I'm reckoning this is around 1981. So I haven't fired this up, I haven't tested it out. This is just straight on with the show here. We'll see if it still works. It is 40 years old this year. I've set it, as you can see, I've set it to the pattern that I always used to set it to back in the day when I used it through the JCM 800. So we're going to partner up with this lassie here. It's a beauty. The leg end that is the JCM 800. Just going to set the Captor X for a dry sound, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Oh look, there's the blues dog. You alright, Buzzer? You alright, fella? Yeah, he's looking forward to this one. As you can see, he's totally focused and interested. Be back in a second. So yeah, in the days when amps had this, it's called a standby switch. So on with that. That's my not so clean sound. That's just straight through the Marshall, through the Captor X, etc. with a dry sound. Now then, 40 years. 40 years. When was the last time I switched this thing on? It would have been about nearly 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. The last time I would have switched this on. It wasn't through this amp. It was through a Victory. Engaging pedal. Oh, fierce, baby. I think I might be getting feedback with that. Everybody's got their standard lick. That's my standard blues riff lick. bit. I think that's just feedback going for the crap speakers. Do you know what? I still prefer this to the Tube Screamer. I just can't get on with the Tube Screamer. So in the old days, yeah. In the old days, I'd just... In the old days, yeah, the old days, I do sound a fart, don't I, sometimes. I'd just be playing mainly humbucker guitars, really. This is probably not driving the amp high enough, but I'd just have a straight through to the amp sound as it is now, and then I'd just use this for, like, if I wanted anything a bit heavier, riffier, or just for solos. And that was about it. Occasionally I'd have a chorus, Boss chorus, and I did like in the analog delay, the purple analog delay, and that was it. That's all I really needed. That's just into the amp. Solve that mystery, it's definitely feedback. The power of that Tele Dutch pickup. Is a bit dodgy, so off. Super Overdrive on. Sugar. Boss off. Basically that's it. It still works after 40 years. Yeah, I prefer it to the Tube Screamer still. It's still a bit of a noisy thing. Let's turn it on. Oh, that's not so bad, look. That isn't so bad at all. I did give it a clean out with the old deoxit before we started. And yeah, the dog licked a little drop of it. I hope he's going to be alright. I think he'll be fine, but it was only a tiny, minuscule bit. But he's done that before. So since I'm getting that feedback, I'm going to say kind of tatty bye. I like it. That's with the treble full on. How much more 80s do you wanna get? So, the Boss Super Overdrive, the SD1, dating from circa 1981, through the JCM 850 watt, dating circa 83, early 84. So yeah, that was a bit of nostalgic fun, and you can see it's still a great pedal. You can buy them anywhere, everywhere, all around the world. And I don't know how much they retail at now at the time I did this video, but I have seen them like a few years back. They were like about 40, 45 quid or something, 50 quid. Amazing. Probably gone up since then. The made in Japan ones, I know that's a bit of gear snobbery nonsense, but they are better made than the ones nowadays. But it's basically the same pedal, really. Very versatile. I won't say it's versatile, but he does one thing pretty well, like, you know, just goose in a valve amp, really. So yeah, if you still want to get cheap overdrive sounds, you look out there for these things, brand new or second hand. They're great. God knows how many Boss have made over the years. It's gazillions. I still love it. It's a bit noisy, so, but yeah. On that evidence, I quite enjoy it back on the pedal boards. You never know, it might go on just for a bit of fun and a bit of an experiment. But yeah, I love it, and it just remains for me to say. Well, I'm just going to say one last thing about it. I don't think I'm going to put this in the What Is It About series, but definitely I think Super Overdrive for Boss deserves a place in its own Hall of Fame. It's sold so many and such good value, and yeah, great pedal. So goodbye all, not tatty bye this time. I'm going to say goodbye all, because it's been a long night and it's very, very hot in here. A bit of a heat wave at the moment. So good night all, stay safe.